Welcome back to my channel. My name is Amoy. So today I'm going to be talking about repeating outfits slash shopping your closet in a sense, and sharing 5 reasons why you have nothing to wear. So there can be a myriad of reasons why you may find it difficult to find outfits that you love within your wardrobe, but today I'm just going to focus on 5. I may, if I find that I need to, I may make some more videos, but today we're just focusing on 5. So before I get started and get into that, I wanted to bring up and share my reaction to an episode of Blackish. So I actually enjoy the show. I haven't kept up with it in a while, so I don't really know what's going on. I just know that it's in its last season. That's all I know. But this is an episode from one of the earlier seasons. I'm going to go and find some screenshots and share them with you so that you can follow along. Blackish is focused on an upper middle class family that lives in Sherman Oaks, California. Okay, they have money. All right, Bo is a doctor and Dre is an ad exec. So this is a 2 income, like both of those people make money individually on their own, and they come together and they do pretty well for themselves, right? So there's an episode where they look at their finances and they see or find that they are kind of spending above their means. So they decide that they need to cut back. So Bo said, okay, well, actually, I think it was Dre who said, well, maybe, you can, stop your expensive salon appointments. And so she committed to cutting off her expensive salon appointments and doing her hair herself. I already knew that was going to be a disaster, but moving on. It's not impossible, but trust me. Okay. Anyway, moving on. And Dre has a shopping issue. Dre feels like he cannot repeat outfits, and he's always having new clothes and stuff sent to the house. So if you've ever seen their closet, Dre has a wall of shoes. He has a walk-in closet full of clothes. But he has this thing where he feels that he cannot repeat outfits for some weird reason. Okay. So in an effort to reduce their spending, Bo commits to doing her hair herself instead of going to the salon, and Dre decides to start dressing differently, right? Wearing my go-to brand is Dockers, right? Because that's usually the brand that's mentioned as nothing flashy, just it serves the purpose that it serves. It covers your body, which is essentially what clothing does, right? So he does that. But the thing that stood out to me was that instead of going to the walk-in closet of clothes that he had and choosing from the wall of shoes, the expansive wardrobe that he already owns, he decided to spend more money on cheaper clothes. And I'm like, well, you could have just stopped shopping and just wore what you already had. That's the part that didn't make any sense to me. Now, I understand. Having my film and television background, I understand. Wearing what he already had would not have had nearly the same comedic effect. So I understand that. So I get it. Him wearing what he already owned would not have been nearly as funny as seeing him in the outfit that he showed up to work in after making this commitment. So I get it. However, if in this situation, how I would have handled it if it came to that point, I probably would have just stopped shopping and just wore what I already have, because that's pretty much what I do already. So now moving on into why you probably have nothing to wear, or find it hard to find outfits from the clothing you already own. So the first reason is your wardrobe is unorganized. It's really hard to be able to create new outfits and sometimes just getting dressed if you can't see what you own, or everything's all mixed up and it's not presented to you in a way that makes it clear and easy for you to put together or even create new outfits. So one thing that could contribute to that is if you have fall and winter and spring and summer clothing all jumbled up together. That's probably the first issue, right? So something as simple as just separating those, those two seasons, like fall, winter / spring, summer, could really do a lot, just so that you see the options that you have before you. And if you stow the season that you are currently not in, those clothes away somewhere under the bed, the back of the closet, wherever you have to put them, it'll allow more room for you to be able to see what you can actually wear right now, right? When you go to get dressed. The second reason I'm going to mention today is lack of cohesion. So the lack of cohesion in a wardrobe will definitely contribute to someone feeling like they have nothing to wear. Absolutely, right? That can definitely contribute to not being able to mix and match your pieces, and and can really limit you when it comes to creating new outfits from what you already own. But if you have a cohesive wardrobe, it makes it a lot easier to mix and match the pieces you already own, come up with new looks, and always look on brand, within your defined style, and really always look good and pulled together, no matter the occasion. So the third reason I'm going to address today as to why you may have nothing to wear is you don't have enough basics or versatile pieces. So this is somewhat in conjunction with the cohesion topic, but the basics are really important. They're really the foundation of a good wardrobe, and if you don't have enough of them, that will really be limiting for creating new looks. You would be surprised at the new looks you can create just because you have really good basics. Also, versatile pieces are really important, because that is what's going to, those pieces are what will help you to always have something to wear, be able to create new looks, but also create looks for different occasions, right? So something that you can dress up and down, something that you can wear out and wear more casually, depending on what it is and the occasion. So you definitely need those versatile pieces, especially when you're working with a smaller wardrobe and a smaller budget. So the fourth reason I'm going to address today is, and sorry if I'm looking away, I'm looking at notes so that I do not ramble and that I get to the point. The fourth reason that I'm going to address today is you don't have anything to match certain occasions. I've been here before, because I've definitely, I've mentioned in one of my other videos, I think, that I've gone through a process where I phased out my whole other wardrobe, and I also wasn't buying a lot of new pieces or new items. And then also at the time, I didn't have the means to really buy something new just for an occasion, but I definitely understand being in this place because I've been there. But what really helps is to have something that is versatile. The little black dress goes a long way, and having some really versatile pieces that you can make work when you need to, at least in the meantime, until you are able to dress the way that you want for these occasions. But one thing I do not like is being underdressed. If anything, I'd rather be overdressed, but I do not like being underdressed. And one way to ensure that that does not happen is having versatile pieces and making sure that you have a few pieces or enough pieces to be able to wear to different events, even if it's something dressier, something like that, like a more like a dressier event that would require you to be a little more dressed up. So the last reason I'm going to address today, which could be probably one of the most important and could probably be the reason why Dre couldn't find anything in his wardrobe to wear, was lack of inspiration. So anybody who knows me, if you've been here before, you know that me and Pinterest are like this, okay? So to stay abreast on new fashion trends and to really get new ideas, I like to see what top designers do for New York Fashion Week. Even if I'm not purchasing anything, I do like to see what they bring out, what they debut, because a lot of those pieces are what those fast fashion retailers like Zara, one of my faves, that's where they get their inspiration from for the following season in terms of the trends, the color palettes, and it really helps me to see, what's going to be out next season, what I can expect, and it helps. Do you necessarily need to do that? No, because it does take a level of, there is some nuance in taking those high level fashion and applying it to yourself. So it can be a lot to take on, but also Pinterest and also having certain bloggers that you might like their style. Those are also good ways to just get inspiration, see how they style certain pieces, because it definitely helps me to get ideas for styling certain looks or just finding a new way to style something I already own, or even identifying certain pieces, like one piece that I could purchase that will change the whole game. You know what I mean? That will give me like a slew of more options with the wardrobe I already have. So yeah, so those are a couple ways that I stay inspired. I also like to go into the higher end stores. I like to see what they're doing, right? I like to see what they're doing because that helps me to put things together with what I already own and make it work with what I currently have, my current budget, things like that. So yeah, I do like to look at fashion. Back in the day was fashion magazines, but now it might be my favorite bloggers. Celebrities sometimes. I like to save some of my favorite looks, red carpet looks even, makeup looks, things like that. Yeah, so I stay inspired. It can definitely be very helpful to help you work with what you already own. All right, guys, so let me know, did any of this apply to you? Do you feel like any of this was helpful? Feel free to let me know in the comments below. Also, make sure you're following me on Instagram, as I will be sharing ways that I style different looks using one piece, right? So I might do something like one top 3 ways. So I'll be doing a lot of that content, that kind of content. So definitely make sure you're following for some inspiration. All right, guys, that's it for today. Thanks for coming by. And until next time, bye.